focus on me? Yes. I don't know how well this is gonna go because I'm holding a very heavy camera and I'm having a lot of respect for Casey Neistat right now. But I'm in my room and currently it's looking like this. 1 second. Hi, so the goal of today specifically, or this week specifically, is to get up all of my Christmas trees. Now the thing is, most people have one Christmas tree. I, however, have 4. Why do I have 4? My parents are divorced, so I have 2 houses I live in, 1 week with my dad, 1 week with my mom. And since I was 13 or 14 years old, I've had this tradition of putting up a tiny Christmas tree in my room. So I have one here in my own room with my dad, and then tonight I'll be putting up the tiny one in my room at my mom's, and then there's obviously the big ones in the living room or the living area in both my mom and my dad's house. Now that gives me a nice excuse to do this whole like transformation moment, because for me, it's December. I know there's a whole thing about waiting after the 6th of December, but I don't do that. So I've changed my calendar on my desk already, and now I'm gonna transform this room and get it all Christmassy and ready for the festive season, because for me it means a lot to get like into that mood and get into that spirit. So let's get started. By the way, don't know if you can see, but I'm already in the festive mood with my jumper. Hey! So I am aware that this isn't the smallest tree ever. If I stand next to it, I think I can just reach the top. I don't know if this is in shot. We have a fake tree like everywhere because it's easier, you don't have to clean up. And usually I just go about what I just did, so fluff everything up, and then I decide which part is the best part of the tree, and then I turn it. And for my room I have these gold bubbles from IKEA, I think, 2 years back. And then this is all of the gold, pink and bronze or like rose gold stuff I have from like everywhere. It's old stuff from my stepmom. Anything you can imagine really is in there. Now a little thing about Christmas trees. 1 second. So, a little thing about Christmas trees, kind of controversial. I start with lights because I think that's the first thing you should do. It's also the hardest thing to do and a very good relationship test, by the way. If you can put lights in a Christmas tree, you know you're gonna be fine. So I do lights first, and then I use 2 different kinds of lights. I use the like twinkly twinkly ones and the steady ones. So that's also controversial. And then our system is to go big bubbles on the bottom of the tree, and then the tiny, like they get smaller as they go up. And then after bubbles we go bubbles, I don't know. We go with whatever you call this, tinsel, I think. Then this goes into the tree, and then we end with what we call angel hair. So the little like, you see, can you focus on this instead of my face, please? Yeah, no, it ain't gonna work. There is no way. Don't look at me. Yeah, no. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'm gonna rearrange everything in my room because obviously there's a tree now. And then I'll do all the tiny details like my computer background, changing my calendar, changing my light box and everything. Okay, first and FYI, always test your lights first, because I've had it happen where I've done an entire tree and this one is like alright when it comes to size, but like a big one. And all the lights were in and they turned out not to work because we used them outside, and you're not supposed to use indoor lights outside. It's kind of dangerous. So I'm gonna test my lights now and then get them in the tree if they work. So we don't actually use a star here in Belgium. Well, some people do, but most people I know use this to top the tree, which is called a peak. I don't know how to translate. I'm gonna try and find the word for it and just put it on the screen. But after you do the lights, you put this on first, because usually most people are too tiny to actually get on top of the tree when it's actually like is fully done, and then you just kind of ruin the whole tree. So putting this on first and then bubbles. So I think I'm done. I've obviously have the tree over there. I have my Hogwarts duvet, which I think is the most festive I've got. Then in detail I have cleaned this bit out. I have my snowy cat background. I have my Zoella, 'tis a season to be jolly December calendar. Beautiful tree. Oh, sorry. This says Marion Bright, like my sweater. And then over here, this is also cleaned up. And this little guy had to go over here because I didn't have room. Yay! Ta-da! Now for 3 more this week. Yay! Hello and welcome to the other side of my room, which I don't usually film. As you guys know, I've been putting up Christmas trees, and this is number 2. So I'm gonna roll out of the way, and I'm gonna put up that tree. That tree. That tree. That's a guitar. That's a tree. Okay. I have a tree. I am aware that it's way smaller than the one at my dad's, but it's also way quicker to set up, which I like. So I always have too many lights, which is why there's like a bunch of it over there. And also I have like the first foot and a half, I think, is broken. So they're just like somewhere in the tree. You can't see them if it's dark. So we have ourselves a tree. Obviously this one is orange and tiny, if you can compare it with like the seed and stuff. Everything in this room is orange, so same goes for the tree. The one thing I don't have is a tree topper, like a star or something, to go on top of this one. Yeah, maybe I'll find one. I know this is a lot of stencil as well, but I like it that way. Okay, now this is this room. That's all I'm doing for this room. And I'm gonna show you my dressing room. So right next door we have this room, which I think you guys know is it's the room where I get ready. So in the corner I have one, I guess, avant-garde Christmas tree. Then I have a tiny one over here They are different colors, I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna put on the light. Okay. And then tiny Christmas decorations, a little Christmas tree and the 2 mice. And then obviously some, I guess it's called bunting, I don't know. It's not tinsel, is it? It's just like little stars and stuff, whatever. And then over here, this is still in a black vase, but it's gonna be a see-through one, and it has the starry things and some bubbles as well. Bubbles, whatever. And over here I have my little owly things and a lot of pearls. And then the big cone, which also has a starry thing around it. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, that's it for this specific room, or 2 rooms at my mom. And now for the big trees. Hi guys, this is my 3rd tree, 3rd day as well of putting up trees. I didn't film the whole thing about getting it together because it's the biggest tree of all of them. It's like 2 meters in height or something. I'll put the American version of that up and on the screen. So I didn't really feel like getting out my camera to vlog this entire thing. I do have myself a nice hot chocolate. I don't know what it says, but and I'm gonna do the lights and the bubbles today. So let's get started. And the 3rd tree is up. This is the biggest one, as I said before, and it has like a brown and beige theme. There's also cats in this house, which means not a lot of stuff on the bottom. And we have the special decorations. I'm gonna find one that's less. Okay, this is better. Which is obviously the little like feathery things. And then where do I have one of the other special ones? Ah, here. We also have the glittering leaves. Ta-da! One more to go! Woo! Don't mind me vlogging in my Christmas pajamas. As you will have just seen, I put up the last tree. I didn't vlog it because I kind of couldn't be bothered to get out my camera, to be fair. It's the last one, it's the one with the most lights in it, the most bubbles in it, the most everything in it. And it's the most Christmassy one, in my opinion, because it's red, which is like the actual Christmas color. So now I'm gonna leave you. It's Thursday today. And I'm gonna edit this and upload this today, because as you will be able to see, I am leaving for London tomorrow morning to meet my friend Finja, who's from Germany and who I met in London a few months ago. And we're gonna have a Christmassy weekend in London. So I hope you enjoyed this very Christmassy vlog of all of my trees and not a lot of life, I guess. And I will see you next week. Bye!